Okay.
Hi, hi, Crazy Crafter family. I welcome to the stream.
Yay! Good job, Ben.
Got there.
Good job, honey. Give yourself a round of applause. Yay! Again, thumbs up. Give a thumbs up over here. Give the thumbs up over here. Move your thumbs up there. There you go. Can you say, welcome, phone family?
Welcome, phone family.
All right, you did a great job. Now it's my turn. Oh my goodness, I had it loud. I had the music loud there for you. Welcome to the Crazy Crafter live stream, everyone. I am the Crazy Crafter. My name is Colin Bressie.
No, I'm the Crazy Crafter.
This is true. We are the Crazy Crafters.
I'm the Crazy Crafter.
I know.
Not you.
Okay. Joined as always by Michael Patterson from Nat One Videos. Welcome to the stream, brother. And the producer of the Crazy Crafter live stream and crafter extraordinaire, Daniel West. It's Daniel. Say yay, Daniel!
Yay, Daniel!
Okay, and the featured guest for today. Who's our featured guest? Do you remember his name? I mean, you are definitely also a featured guest, which happens to be awesome because both of those folks are named Benji. We got Benji from Benji's Hobbies. Welcome to the stream, brother.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, it's
Benji.
Yeah, we got dual bin action on the stream today, everyone. Yeah. Well, if you guys aren't familiar with from Benji's Hobbies, you'll have to head on over to his channel and check out his content. We've got links to your social medias down below in the description of our stream today, Benji. And we are
excellent. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we are so thrilled to have you here today. Very, very excited to hang out and craft with you today. We've had a good time over on Michael's stream about a month ago now. That was a little over a month ago.
Yeah.
I think we did that, and that was an absolutely epic time. So very, very happy we get to live stream with you yet again and craft. It's a joy to have you. How's your Saturday going, brother?
It's all good. I've been sort of spending the day preparing for this, really getting my materials together and coming up with ideas in my head and things. And my designs have changed a few times. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting started.
Nice. Well, we won't waste too much time. What are we building today, Benji? What are we going to work on?
Me?
Which Benji are you asking?
Well, let's go with you, and then we'll talk to this guy. So I'm gonna talk to Ben. Let's go with Benji's Hobbies. I guess I gotta go with you with Benji, and then him with Ben. So that's how we're gonna work that out.
Cool.
Oh my goodness.
That works for me.
Benji, what are you? We're building watchtowers today. Tell us where you started. You had an idea because you shared an idea with the group, ahead of time. So tell us about the evolution of kind of what you wanted to do.
So, I think as with most projects, it started out sort of quite ambitious, and I was sort of thinking doing something with loads of foam bricks and kind of building up layer by layer, and then I think thinking back on it, then I was sort of tempted to maybe go for something that was a little simpler, something that's going to not necessarily take so long for layers of foam to dry. So I kind of simplified my idea a little bit, and I'm going to be building an orcish watchtower now.
Nice.
So a little bit more kind of rustic. So I said to you guys before the stream, if my measurements don't quite work out, it's not really a problem. And actually, if they're perfect, it won't look as orcish as I want it to. So yeah,
that's right.
Exactly. I think it's winning all round on that front.
Nice. That'll be a fun build. We recently had, I believe it's Essex Boys that shared they shared they're building a stadium for their Blood Bowl team, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's all orky goodness. So more orky goodness on the stream. You can never have too much orc terrain in my book. So this is that'll be a fun one. I'm looking forward to seeing how that one turns out.
I
Okay,
think
go
Ben's
for it.
going for Lord of the Rings orcs rather than Warhammer orcs.
Yeah, so
oh, nice. Okay.
yeah, so it's definitely going to be kind of more Lord of the Ringsy. My kind of vision was, you know, in Isengard where you see all like the mine workings and stuff like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking of building, something a little bit more rustic with, you know, looks like it's been cobbled together. You know, potentially they've not got an engineering degree between them. So yeah, see what I can come up with.
Nice. It's gonna be, well, that'll be epic. I'm looking forward to that. Michael, what are you building today?
I'm also gonna try and do something a little bit Lord of the Rings. I'm going for the good guys. I'm going to try and do. So I've got a hot chocolate tin that was finished this morning.
Oh, nice.
And Gerard Boom, who's in the chat, I can see. He told us this technique about bending your foam on the table.
Yep.
So I've got a thin sheet of this foam, and I'm going to wrap it around and draw in the stonework. So, and I've done a little jig.
Oh, nice.
So this is to kind of, so I can draw out I'll do the same around the top. So I'm hoping that like I can glue it together very quickly and then just texture it. So.
Very nice. I like that a lot.
It's gonna look cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna look great. That's gonna look quite fantastic. Danny, what are you building?
So I noticed that everybody, like a lot of people were going for like that more fantasy vibe. So I thought I'd do something a little bit more contemporary. I'm gonna do something that could work maybe. I'm gonna do something that's maybe more in line with maybe the Imperial Guard for 40K, or if you're playing like a World War II game or something like that, something that that looks just more like a contemporary build is what I'm going for.
Nice. Do you want to share it with everyone? You want to just share what you're gonna build?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come over here and tell them. Bring the thing over. Bring what you've got so far. There you go. It's okay. Don't worry about that.
I presume we can just start crafting here, can we?
Oh yeah, start crafting, everyone. Ben's gonna. You guys should start going. I'll get to mine in a second, and then Ben, you want to tell everyone what you're gonna build?
So I'm gonna build a dice tower.
Oh, okay. So now what dice tower are you gonna build?
So I'm
Show them what you're gonna use. Raise it up to the camera.
I'm using a mouse token, and then can I go? I'm to build with you.
You can build with me. So we're gonna work on his dice tower over here, and this dice tower build is kind of inspired off of Frankie D. Crafter. About a little over a year ago, I found Frankie's channel, and if you guys aren't familiar with Frankie D. Crafter, you guys 100% should check him out. He's awesome channel. But he had he was trying to figure out like quick ways to build a town, and build your buildings up, and he used old milk cartons for his build. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've got some awesome rollers here from Shifting Lands that I'm gonna use today. I'm gonna roll it out on some foam. We're gonna glue it onto Ben's tower, and hopefully try to build this tower pretty quickly. We'll see how it goes.
Daddy,
Yeah, love.
Can I get like a ribbon thing?
I don't know if I have a ribbon thing, but we can. Why don't you help me out with this first? No, we're not gonna use that. Not right now.
So I've kind of made a quick makeshift gig, cardboard.
Oh, nice.
Stuck it on my foam, and I'm gonna just run it on the Proxon in the corner here.
I just need one more wood.
Dude, that's awesome, Michael. I like that. I like the little jig that you've that we've connected. I like. Oh, careful, bud. It's okay. You gotta go slow around here.
Pure chaos.
Dude, it is gonna be. I mean, it's probably gonna be a little bit more organized with him truthfully running around. It's a little bit more efficient. Although, dude. We did trip on the cord earlier for the Proxon that I left up, which wasn't his fault because I was trying to rip everything. And when he ran across, my Proxon flew across the garage. So I don't know the status of my Proxon right now. So we'll see. I'm not going to look at it right now because I don't need to. So we'll find out. We'll find out.
Don't get upset.
We'll find out the fate of the Well, it wasn't his fault. Like I left the cord.
Of course.
I left the plug-in. It didn't help anything out. So, but my Proxon may or may not be in tatters right now.
Woo!
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Here, you want to help me roll this stuff out? So Benji, as we're getting going here, and we're starting the craft. Tell us a little bit about when did you get into the hobby? When did you get into the hobby, and what propelled you forward into it?
So I've been a hobbyist since I started when I was probably about 13. I think I was when the Lord of the Rings games came out, and that's kind of really what. Where my biggest sort of passion is within wargaming and crafting is Middle Earth and Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
I started collecting the Middle Earth miniatures from Games Workshop, and I just absolutely love that world. I think I know Michael's a big fan of Lord of the Rings as well, and I'm sure you guys are as well. So yeah, it's I started collecting those. Back in, I think that was 2002, 2003-ish. And then I think like a lot of people, you take a bit of a sidestep out of it at a certain age when you discover other things in life, sort of going out and university and drinking and all this sort of thing. So I kind of lost track of the hobby a little bit. And then when I kind of got to my mid to late 20s, I found that I had a bit more expendable income than I had previously, and I had a bit more time on my hands, and I'd just finished doing up my house and things, so it just felt like a perfect time to start up hobbying again. So
nice.
So yeah, and I think it was about November 2016 I started playing with toy soldiers again, and I've not looked back since. And a couple of years ago I was briefly a part of another YouTube channel called Top Table Gaming. So it was it was a great experience, but very different to what I'm doing now. That was very much based around news and kind of current stuff and battle reports, which is just stuff that I'm not going to do on the channel. It's not stuff that I'm necessarily sort of passionate about making content about, if that makes sense.
It does.
So yeah, it's this is a very sort of big change from what I was doing back then, and yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing now, and I think you guys, well, crafting is a hobby in itself, but also YouTube is also a hobby within that as well. I very much think that the YouTube side is almost a bigger hobby than the crafting side.
I would say so too. Like it requires a lot of time and effort for sure to create good content that's that's paced well and that's shot well. I mean, there's so many different components to it. If you're a content creator on YouTube, not only is the crafting a big component, like you said, but then there's cinematography, there's lighting. Like, you are all of those design elements within each video.
Yeah, the director, the producer,
the writer,
the writer. Yeah, absolutely. You're the one that's you've got to pretty much do everything within your project, and yeah, so it is very kind of all encompassing, and there are times, I'm sure you guys are the same, where you think, I'd just like to do something for myself rather than doing it for camera, but then you think, I've got to if I'm doing that for myself, then I really should film it, or I really should make a video out of that, or and sometimes it's just nice to, like doing this sort of thing, it's quite nice just building for the sake of building something. Really,
right.
It's really cool.
I think that has definitely, that's one of the challenges that I've certainly found within it. Oh, look at it. He's using a ruler, everyone. Be very happy. My son pulled out a ruler. Everyone makes fun of me on the show, Benji, because I don't use a ruler. If I do, it's like not straight when I use it. So my whole thing now is like rulers are overrated. I'm not using them. But my son, like the first thing he did, he's like, I'm using this ruler today, and I was like, of course you are. Of course you are. So everyone will be thrilled at that out there. But to go back to your point, Benji, is like that's kind of the thing is like it's a hobby that you used to enjoy and you used to do, but you know it's that's always been my worry is like it becoming not a chore, but losing that element of fun within the craft, and you know, I feel like that's always a challenge that anyone has.
Yeah. And especially if you're trying to put like out regular content and things as well, I think it is really tough to kind of keep that motivation up week after week after week.
Yeah. You want it up
It's
here?
true, man. I mean, yeah, I've been discovering that a lot recently. I might be changing tack on that front pretty soon. Weekly content is really hard to keep up with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very challenging, and I made that decision early on when I first started. Is that okay? Okay, well, be careful. Where do you want it? You want it that way? You changed your mind?
I want it that way.
Dude, you want it up here? You want it up on, like, right up here on this? You want it up here on this? Okay. All right, so far, here we are. Here we've got the base of the dice tower. We've got wooden beams up here for him so far. This is good. So I'm helping with the hot glue, but this is his design, and apparently I messed up his design. So I will
Classic
fix.
Colin.
I know. I'll fix it. I promise, Ben. But when I first started the channel, Benji, I was just like gonna be like a little funny, goofy homage thing to like occupy time during quarantine, and I was just like, oh, these fun little goofy videos are awesome, and I like stockpiled them up for like a month and a half ahead of time, and then when it came time to release them weekly, I did that for 2 weeks, and I was like, nope, this is not going to be something that's going to be sustainable for me. But then that's also when I was just like, I don't see that's where the live stream was born out. I was like, I don't really see a whole lot of. I mean, there are crafting live streams out there, and I think, when I came across Josh's channel from the Pickle Jar, I got really excited because not only is he doing weekly content, but he's also consistently live streaming, which
he's a busy boy, isn't he?
He is a busy boy, and that's not an easy.
4 people.
There's 4. Yeah, there's only 4. There's 4 of us. Well, there's 5, including you, dude. What's the next step? What do you want to glue next on here?
So how does kind of like dice towers that have like
Dice towers that have what?
this?
Oh, you want a little thing to trap the dice? Should we trap the dice? That's a pretty good idea, kiddo.
Like this.
We'll trap it on the side here. I like it. Anyway, all that to say, I really like the idea. The thing that's I've always been excited about, Benji, is the community within the hobby, like all over the gamut. It doesn't matter like what you're playing. The community has been, it's supportive and amazing. So that's where I was like, you know what? I think the live stream will be fun to try out. And again, it gave me
absolutely.
I think for me, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was going to say, crafting itself, I guess, could be considered to be quite a lonely hobby. You tend to sort of be sat at your own desk for a lot of hours. But it's cool to sort of do it with other people, and and make it a communal thing, really. And I think that, especially over the last year, that's becoming increasingly more important as
right? Yeah. I
you're
think
not being
so
able
too.
to mix with people.
I think so too. And I know was it recently you shared on your community post on your channel, you were recently able to get together with some mates and have a pint for the first time in a long time. Dude.
Yeah, it was
that
awesome. Was the I think the last time we met up was no, it would have been August time, I think it was. So and we kind of barely seen each other since then. you know, we talk on the phone a fair bit, but
Sure.
it's not the same as kind of meeting up in
Not at all.
person. And
Not
you know,
at all.
I think at the beginning of lockdown, you know, there was all great excitement about Zoom meetings and you know, kind of having evenings together over Zoom. But I think they kind of quickly lost their appeal. Really,
that novelty wore off quick for me, for sure.
Yeah, and it almost felt like you know, there were so many being organised and things. You know, you were turning people down left, right, and centre, and it just felt all of a sudden like they were becoming like a bit of an inconvenience, really. Maybe that's just me being more antisocial than a lot of people, but yeah, they did sort of start to become quite. There was just a lot of them.
A lot of them, yeah. Like,
so yeah, and you know, to me, it's not quite the same as meeting up in person, yeah, so it was just awesome to be able to meet up with my friend for the first time in a long time.
well, I'm glad you were. I'm glad
the
you were able
bars
to
were
do that.
incredibly busy though.
I'm
I think
sure.
it was the first Friday after everything had reopened, so yeah, it was incredibly busy.
Yeah, that's gonna be a busy place for sure. We just recently got together a couple buddies that are, you know, I play D&D with. They had been everyone was fully vaxxed, and it was kind of the first indoor, you know, back in person, had a barbecue. Hadn't had had people over and done anything like that. We did that a couple weeks ago, and that was pretty glorious. That was pretty glorious.
I can imagine.
Yeah, that was fun times. I hadn't seen Ben so excited in such a long time. Like he was pretty excited to have folks back over. And then we've got our first in-person D&D session scheduled back for June. So June.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. So it's at this stage. This campaign has been. The majority of it has been online more so now than in person. Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost Ben.
Benji! Yay! How many times has this happened for Benji? Is it where it cuts out to the color bars? I remember this.
Yeah, I'll before the stream, I was making sure that I just kind of went and touched one of the buttons just to make sure it didn't go to sleep.
That's all right.
But yeah, it will keep happening. The more kind of I get into this project, the more likely it is to happen.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. You want to go get your dice? Yeah, you can go get your dice, dude. What was that? Who was was that Michael?
I didn't see what happened.
Oh, his Benji's color bars came up like they did on the Fellowship of the Bling stream. Yep.
I just tried to put my thing together, and I've done all my measurements wrong, so I have to cut all my foam that I'd prepped before. I have to cut it all again.
Well,
oh no!
There you go. That'll teach you to measure. Don't use rulers. See?
I was gonna say,
right?
Colin's onto something. All of this precision is just
it's
a recipe for failure.
I don't know, honey. How about can you help me finish building the dice tower, and then after the stream we'll test the dice tower out? How's that sound? Okay, he's doing really good here. I'll show it off to you guys. We've got a nice little platform here on top.
That's in case a dice.
They roll off. They can bounce on top. Oh, that's a good plan, kiddo. So
That's a great idea.
Yeah, this is coming along. I'm digging it. What else should we add onto it? Come over here, honey, and help me add more.
So we need my switch.
Danny, tell us a little bit about the process. Like, so how long? Are you building? Are you designing all these pieces? Is this just going to be like 4 pieces, 5 pieces that are just going to be cut and then glued together by the end of the stream? Is that what tell us a little bit about your plan. Speaking of precision, tell us a little bit about the plan with the Glowforge and how you're designing it.
That's the plan. We'll definitely see about the execution. So I functionally I'm just making 3 different pieces. One that would be like the front, one that would be the back, and then one that would be sort of like the slanting side.
Yep.
That I can put a roof across, ideally. And Then I will work on making 3 sort of wall sections that'll be like the section that makes you not fall off of the thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And hopefully I can design a roof, design 3 walls, design these 3 sides, and slap it all together and make a thing. Well, I should probably make a floor. I bet they need to stand on it.
Meh. Do we
We'll
really
see.
need floors?
Details.
Details. Just the little ones. So that's where I'm at. I'm just sort of playing with the geometry, if you will.
Everyone...
When I saw like the plans that you were doing there, I was like, oh my god, like he's actually thinking this through.
Oh yeah.
I'm just sticking stuff together.
That is, I mean, dude, that's part of the fun with this group here is like, can you what?
Can I paint?
You want to paint it? Yeah.
I mean, Danny's
Danny's
planning everything out, and you're not even using a ruler.
I mean,
like,
we cover all the gamuts. We cover all the gamuts here on the Crazy Crafter for all different styles and aesthetics. I'm
color balls.
Different strokes for different folks.
That's right. You want to see what?
Mm-hmm.
Color balls, Danny.
You want to see color balls? There's no color balls. I don't know what color balls you're talking about. Did you see Benji's? Are you looking at Benji's paint rack that he has on his wall? He's looking at your paint on the wall. He's liking all your paint. You see that? Here, I'll bring it up larger here, kiddo. You can see it. Look at this. Look at his wall.
I don't know if I can.
Look at that. Do you see all
There
his
you
paint?
go.
Look at that. There's a video. I haven't shown you this video, but I've seen it. There's a video that Benji did about building his workspace out there, his hobby space. It's a really cool, like, it's a great video. I like build videos like that, Benji, where people show their space and like it's that all that labor of love that goes into creating a comfortable space for, you need an actual studio. I'm still in just, my messy garage right now. But
yeah. Well, I thought it was a really good way to sort of introduce the channel as well, because it was like a brand new sort of fresh start for me being able to sort of craft and paint in here. Whereas previously I was using the spare room, but when you're trying to craft at night and you're making noise and the airbrush compressors going off and things, it just doesn't feel sort of very, very fair on other people within the household. So yeah, it was nice to have an official proper space for myself.
Well, you got a fan of at least how you stored your paint now. Now I'm wondering how long before he asked me to start creating a space like that for him. Should we create a space for your paints? I mean, we do have.
I think that sounds like a great plan.
I wonder if we learn how to. That means we have to learn how to use a drill, right? We got to learn how to use a drill and use some screws and some wood to build a little rack.
We make.
I mean, we could make it out of foam too. That's true. We could do foam. That might be.
Only the sturdiest.
How about we make my own crafting.
Your own crafting what?
Where I craft it.
Like a table? He's been asking me for a crafting table for forever, and I'm like,
actually no.
I don't know where we put the crafting table.
Actually, I call a crafting office.
You want a crafting office? Oh, my bad.
I just want the entirety of the West Wing.
Wow.
I just want the office.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure you could sort that out. Yeah, just rustle it.
Yeah, wait, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, well, do me a favor. So when Mommy gets home, I want you to do me a favor. Say, Mommy, can I have a crafting office? Please do that for me, okay? And let's
walk up to your mother and say, "Let's get on Zillow."
Yeah.
Dad, I'm waiting for my paint.
You're waiting for your paint? You are waiting for your paint, love. What would you like to paint? What color, sweetheart?
Maybe like rainbow, whatever.
You want
color.
Rainbow?
Maybe whatever color you want.
Whatever color I want? Well, it's your tower, sweetheart. What would you like to paint it with?
You can pick whatever color rainbow has.
Well, how about this? How about we start with this cool blue?
Yeah,
You want to start with blue?
I don't
And
think
then-
that's
What are the
actually-
colors of the rainbow, Ben? Do you remember?
So I actually don't want to make a rainbow.
Okay. You just want to you want to paint with all the colors of the rainbow. You want to paint with all the colors
of the wind.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for that. I knew someone was going to pick up on that.
Nope,
Um,
not that.
I bring very few things to the stream,
You bring-
and getting dumb references is one of them.
That's not. It's a good thing because that's all I'm full with is dumb references.
I am who I am.
I am who I am, and you. That is not all you bring to the stream, by the way. I don't ever want to hear that.
Not the only thing I bring to the stream. There's a certain level of snark. There's a certain level of smarminess, and dumb
Smarminess.
references.
Smarminess. Oh my goodness. Well,
I am who I am.
well, I've pressed some foam, or I pressed the foam roller here in. I'm gonna go back in with a Sharpie here, and I'm gonna deepen some crevices, some grout lines, as it were, for this next little tower here. Michael, how's your cuts coming along there?
Me? I'm redrawing my jig to the right size again. But I do have a question. I was going to ask Benji about his latest Ents video.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Been one of my favorite videos so far, man. That's not really a question. That's me just saying that I really like that video.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? That is by far my favourite video that I've done so far. I think that between that one and the shed video, but obviously the shed video wasn't necessarily just a sit there and kind of make the video. That was a process that kind of took several weeks. It didn't feel like making a video doing that. But yeah, by far that was my favourite video so far to do. And I think the combination of working with Luke and just working on a really cool mini that it was teased. I think it was Christmas time maybe that we were going to be getting a new tree beard.
Nice.
So yeah, as soon as it came out, that was auto ordered. No messing about with that. Yeah, it was just a really cool model to work on. And I think Luke's version as well. That when we didn't really kind of compare videos as we were going through it, but both the videos actually turned out very similar in the end. I suppose we were following the same process, but yeah, it was a really cool video to work on. And I don't think we're doing anything particularly kind of exciting or kind of game changing with the way that we did them, but I think we'll. But yeah, I love that process, and me and Luke, we get on really well anyway. So it was just really good to go and spend a day or so working with him.
Yeah, I bet you that was lovely to just get to share some space with a good friend again, and
Absolutely.
and hobby for sure. 100%. The thing that I'm really digging, and I haven't experimented with yet, that I got really inspired. Well, that sea flock, or that sea is that sea
foam.
The sea foam. I'm like, man, I really need to get my hands on some of that stuff.
Yeah, you said that it wasn't particularly game changing or anything like that. For me, that is game changing. I mean, I hadn't seen the sea foam before.
I think that's. I think it's one of those things that I've seen it done before on trees, and I think it's just because having watched a lot of Luke's work over the last few years, I've seen him kind of use it before. So as I say, to me, it didn't feel like it was a much of a game changer. But I suppose if you've not seen it before, it does look amazing, and I think you do get an amazing finish from it.
I agree.
Compared to and especially Games Workshop, plastic miniatures is their game, and sometimes they can almost look a little bit artificial.
I bought some straight away. Arrived yesterday.
Oh yeah, yours arrived yesterday, and I think Elston's arrived, and I think there was quite a few people that put a decent order in.
Yep.
I mean, I'm anxious to get my hands on some here eventually. I also really liked. Now, did you use an oil wash as well? on your tree
No,
beard?
I didn't. I used
That was Luke. Luke used the oil.
It
wash.
was yeah, it was like it was like an ink wash that he made himself. Like I was using contrast paints.
Yeah.
I don't know how familiar you are with like Games Workshop's ranges and stuff like that, but they make a range called Contrast, which is it's got low surface tension, so it tends to stay in the higher areas, and then kind of make a deeper color in the recesses.
Yep.
So for a really sort of textured model like Treebeard or something like that, it does a really good job of kind of coloring it. And I used a sort of a variety of different colors to create those sort of different tones and things, rather than it just being, you know, all brown or all grey. You know, you can add a little bit of green in there.
Sure.
You can add different tones of brown, and yeah, just kind of mix it up a little bit.
I wish.
Well, I really that oil wash. I've been, you know, that's kind of one of the things that I'm always. You want this one? You want this one? Okay. The one of the things that I'm always on the lookout for is how I can.
But it's too
I don't know, just
tiny.
different washes and different ways to create washes, and I haven't made it.
tiny
I know.
dog.
Start with that, love. Just start with that. It's okay.
See?
I know. It's okay to start with a tiny bit. If you need more, I have a different color. I don't want to use all the mini paints on it because that's a miniature paint.
What does that mean?
That means it's typically we reserve it for the minis that we paint. Sometimes we can use it on terrain, but I don't want to use all the copper paint there, honey.
Why?
Because mini paint's expensive, son.
Why?
And you aren't pulling in an income yet,
All
so...
about that in the future.
What'd you say?
I said you'll learn all about that. The word expensive in the future.
Yeah.
Can I get this one more color I need?
Yes, what color would you need? Do you need, love?
I need a purple color.
A purple. How do we make purple?
I don't know.
Oh. You remember? What color do you think? What's one of the colors that we use? What's one of the colors? I know you can think of one of them.
I like blue.
Blue is definitely one of the colors to make purple. What's the other color? Do you remember?
I know purple is like a golden, so it's golden.
It's not golden. Blue. Blue and what else, honey?
White.
Blue and white? I don't
Like
know
a
if that'll...
light blue.
It'll be a very light blue if you do that. But when we mix this one together, this is kind of the light blue. I don't have... Wait, don't mix it yet. Let me see if I have it here, Bugaboo. Oh, I do.
How's your tower coming along, Benji?
Sorry?
How's your tower coming along?
Well, it's so
I
tall.
didn't
I'm
know
amazed
this
you can't see it
one.
on camera already. I tell you what, should I put my camera down and then you can have a...
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. See. Okay, mix it together.
Oh yeah, you're getting on. That's pretty good.
Oh, that looks great, Benji. That looks great.
Can I get a
Yeah, I think that-
purple stick?
Oh no, my
Do you
clamp's
see
got off the
Benji's? Do you see
table.
Benji's? Look.
Yeah,
look.
that's.
Do you see Benji's right there?
Oh, that's cool.
Look at his tower. Look at his. He's building an orc tower from the
Oh,
Lord of the
that's
Rings.
cool.
Isn't that neat? You're getting a that's cool from the kiddo, so you're doing something right.
So I must be doing something right, definitely, yeah.
Here, keep it in the Ben. You gotta keep it in the thing, dude. Let me see. Oh, this is gonna be a pretty purple.
Let's see if I can do this right the second time.
I have faith in you.
I do too. I have all the faith. Well, Ben has started
Tell you what,
painting his dice tower. As soon as he gets this purple on there, we will.
That's not purple.
It's kind of a violet, isn't it? I think it's because I used a lighter blue. I know how I'm gonna darken it up. Don't worry. Here it comes. I'm gonna mix it.
Darker blue.
Darker blue. Bam, 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 bam.
Boom, boom.
There we go. Let's mix that up. Oh yeah, you're getting this up close and personal there, Benji. I
Yeah,
like
I'm
it.
just
I like it.
trying to give you a slightly better, closer up shot.
This is a family-friendly stream, Benji.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Sorry,
My
did I
dad
swear
is
then?
walking in paint.
No, it was just the picture of the frame of the shot where you were framed.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
I'm just joking.
He is.
Right, let's
Oh,
try this.
Sorry, I thought I'd accidentally sworn without like even realizing it.
Oh, please. It's all right. Here. All right, well, let's go with that for now. Let's go with that. Daddy,
That's a
Daddy
slightly
made
better
it wrong. Oh, look at that. That looks great, Benji.
We'll tell them how my builders go.
I mean, your build's looking really good too, sweetheart. You're painting yours already. Yours looks good. I like that, Danny. Danny, that's looking really good. Michael, I see. Speaking of family-friendly show, I see your butt. Something else like that. There we go. What's he doing? What's he doing with his butt? Is he wiggling it? Is he shaking his butt? Is he shaking his butt? Well, you got giggles from the kiddo on that one. Good job, Michael. Good job.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, Kevin's right. I curse all the time. It's true. It's true. I do, especially on the solo streams. There's no one here to rein me in.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Redondo. He's calling from Redondo Beach. I don't know who's calling me from Redondo Beach right now. I'm streaming, everyone. No, don't answer. Ben, you just answered the phone call. No, don't do that.
And now they have all your information.
And now they have all my information. You should look into buying seeds and growing from your own seafoam. Oh, that'd be cool. That's a good idea, Kev. I might have to try that out for sure.
When I was doing a little bit of research into seafoam after obviously using it at Luke's, and it's fairly easy to grow, I believe. And I think if you plant about now, you should be able to harvest in I think it's about kind of July, August time.
Huh.
So it's not not particularly long. Doesn't take particularly long to grow or anything. So yeah, if you've got a bit of space in the garden or something, I'm sure you could.
I've never fancied myself as like someone who would get into gardening, but if I can now grow my own flock, my wife has always wanted me to she's like, oh, we should grow like an herb garden, and that'll be great. I'll work that in the conversation tonight at dinner. Be like, honey, I think we should do that herb wall. That vertical herb garden that you've always talked about. And she'd be like, oh yeah, cool. And she'd be like, what's the seafoam? What's the seafoam? And I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what the seafoam is.
No big deal.
Why does it only say seafoam on the plan for the herb garden? Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm excited. I got to go back and I got to start going back to the washes again. I really liked the oil wash that Luke layered on his massive model on the collaboration you guys did. I haven't messed around with those washes before, and I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check out planting my own seafoam now. I've got stuff to do. That's good.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
It sounds
giving you a list of things to check out and try out and
happily. Well, this is a good opportunity for you guys. I'm trying to monitor the chat as we're going along here too. If you guys have a question for Benji, feel free to throw it up in there, and we'll do our best to get to those questions. Type a giant capital Q in front of it, please, and then with like a little. As long as you put Q in front of it with like a colon or something, that'll help me. That'll help me make sure I flag it so I can ask it. What do you got working on here in the future? Anything that you can talk to us about on the channel that's coming up in the future here, Benji?
There's nothing immediately. There's a couple of things that I could talk about, but I don't want to just yet.
Well, then let's not talk about it. Don't talk about it.
It's not that I'm being sort of, I'm not telling you what I'm working on. It's just that I wanted to sort of A, be surprises, and B, I don't want to ruin things for other people.
Copy that. Then let's not talk about it.
Because of sort of collaboration-y type stuff, which I'm excited about. Like, collaborations are as something that when I first started, you know, I'd seen other people doing them and things, and I've not really, other than with Luke, I've not really got around to doing any yet. So yeah, I'm looking forward to starting going down that sort of route with people now.
Awesome.
You know, and you're finding people with similar channels, and yeah, so it's all exciting stuff.
Very, very
Great.
exciting. Well, we'll definitely keep our eyes peeled out there for those projects. And whenever you're releasing new stuff, I know I'm always excited, and I await with bated breath when the new stuff comes along.
There is my next video, which hopefully will be out this week, is a Fallout build that I've been working on.
Oh,
so I think
most
I spoke about it last time.
You did.
So it's taken a while because it's been quite involved, and what I found is I've been adding more and more details to it as I've been going on. It's like, oh, it could do with just this, it could just do with that. So it's kind of swollen to be a much bigger project than I planned for it to be originally.
Dude,
but no, I'm so excited about that going out.
I'm excited to see that one. Do you want to show off the tower, Ben?
Yeah, but you need to bring a camera over here.
I can't bring the camera over here. The camera's right here, love. I can show it in a second here.
Okay.
We'll show it off here in just a second. And you saying that's coming out this week, Benji?
That's the plan. If I can get it, everything's now built on it. It's just
build is coming next week.
I've tried to sort of
Okay, Dad.
make it a little bit more, rather than it just being a straight up sort of build video. I've tried to make it a little bit more involved. I won't say too much because I don't want to sort of ruin the video.
Yeah, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I know I know a little bit from what you described to it, and all I can say is, you guys, if you're not subscribed to Benji's Hobbies, you definitely aren't going to want to miss this. Head on over there and sure subscribe, and don't miss out on this. On any of his builds, but the Fallout one, when you described it, because it's something you mentioned when we streamed a month ago. You'd mentioned you were working on it, and it's super cool.
Not long started it then, so yeah, it's come on a long way, and as I say, it's kind of grown, and because it's taken me so long to get to this point, it's now I want the finished product to be as good as I can make it. You know, if I've already sunk 3 weeks into it, like, you know, what's another 2 weeks in reality? Well, you know, it's I'm very much of the opinion that rather than trying to rush something to get it out, I'll wait until it's finished and I'm happy with it, rather than just trying to get it out to hit a deadline, if that makes sense.
There's nothing wrong with that, and
Daddy,
I think that's an important component for all of the content creators out there. Is like, you don't have to feel like you have to rush every week. It's hard, and I know, Michael, you were alluding to that earlier. You were talking about that. Hold on, Ben.
Yep. I mean, I basically just decided that I am no longer doing that. I am going to start taking things a bit more focused on the builds themselves, rather than just trying to release content every week.
Yeah.
My preference is to do bigger builds, but to release content, I've been doing lots of smaller builds. But the thing is that those smaller builds are stopping me from building my bigger builds.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's just this, like, you're in this endless cycle of trying to catch up with the bigger builds. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to focus on my big builds.
Good for you. That's good, man.
Makes sense.
That's really that's excellent, because again, like anything in the hobby, it doesn't matter if you're creating YouTube material for YouTube or
Daddy,
it's
I put a skull.
it's just for yourself. Like in the hobby, like just taking the time for each build is important. Hold on, I'm speaking, honey. What's going on? What are you trying to show me? What did you put up there? What should we show everyone? Yeah. Should we show everyone what you put up there? Okay, so here's the current. Oh my goodness.
I just put it up there.
Okay, here is the current work in progress, everyone.
Wow!
Look at this thing.
Awesome job, Ben.
That's amazing.
Ben's doing a good job, but he added a skull on top for all the things that will be slain upon these
Very
rolls of
nice,
the dice.
my man.
Very good, honey. Everyone's enjoying. They're all loving your build. They're saying you're doing a really good job.
No.
What else do you want to add to it?
I think that's about it.
That's about it? Well, do you want to help me with mine?
Okay.
I could use your help with mine. Daddy could always use some help here. That's
Daddy,
true.
Can I put this so I know how Michael's doing it?
Yeah.
He's planning his build out.
He's planning his build out? He is. Do you see what he's... Okay. Oh, so that's not Mike. Michael's build's over here. Do you see Michael?
Uh-huh.
Michael's got his build.
do it like Benji.
You want to do it like Benji?
Like that.
Well, like this one?
Mm-hmm.
That's Danny. So they're similar. You're in the Zoom box here. The designs of Danny are right on top of you, Benji. So he's just like, they look very similar. So
yeah, they're not mine. I'm not that organized.
Benji says he's not that organized.
Daddy.
This is so listen. I'll tell you. So this is Danny is going to. He's designing these, and then he's going to use a printer, and it's a special type of printer called a Glowforge, and it's going to take wood very similar to this, right? And it's going to cut it out with a laser, and then he'll be able to glue it together. So that's how Danny's going to build his tower. Now, Benji is using what material is Benji using?
Wood.
Yeah, he is using wood. He's using lots of wood. And you see how he's assembling it here and building it up and up with each individual pieces. Now, talk to us about that, Benji. You're splitting. Are you using Is that popsicle sticks? What are you using?
Yeah, they're just these are just coffee stirrers.
Coffee stirrers, perfect.
I think I always find that coffee stirrers make really good sort of like planking type wood, and you know they take texture quite well. I'm using a wire brush. I don't know if you can see that.
Yep.
Just to sort of brush some texture into them and things. They seem to take texture pretty well. So
they do.
Yeah, they're coming on okay.
I had thought about taking pieces of balsa wood, like these larger sheets of balsa wood. I played around with it a little bit last night, but I basically took the sheet and scored it with 3 lines and tried to like break it so I could like make basically just bend it to a circle. And then I was just like, I realized I was going to have an extra special guest, and I was like, that sounds like something pretty finesse that probably won't work today for today's stream. And I'm glad we still use the balsa wood, though, huh? Look at all the balsa wood we've used. We've used a lot. Dude, I like your red and blue wall that you have over here.
What?
This red and blue, I just like the way it looks. It looks really cool.
Now can we...
What do you want to do now?
I want to, do that.
Oh, thanks, Danny. Ben wants a Glowforge now.
No,
Hey.
I meant that.
I know you did. I know what you're talking about. That's,
No problem.
That's the Glowforge
Happy to help.
design. I mean, I don't have. We'll have to like. Maybe that's like a anniversary we get later on down the road. If a lot of people click on the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below, then maybe we can go Glowforge status.
I
But
want to do it right now.
we can't do it right now. We
Why?
don't have a Glowforge.
What's that?
The Glowforge is the special printer, sweetheart. Michael, how's yours coming along? I really like the jig that you created there for the top of that tab. That looks absolutely fantastic.
Getting there.
That's fine. That's totally fine, honey. Go grab it.
It's not going to be as good as what I had in my head, but I mean, this is, like you said earlier, it's fun to just do something that's not based on creating content, and yeah, just enjoy trying something for fun.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, creating that little jig, you're gonna have to share with us. Talk to us a little bit about that jig you created again, because I missed that. That was with cardboard.
Yeah. So I mean, if you've got a shape that you want to cut out with your procs on, I've been freehanding that for ages. But recently, I've been getting thin cardstock, drawing the exact image onto the cardstock like this.
Yep.
And then using a light tacky kind of spray glue,
Okay.
sticking it to the foam, and then you can just
Follow it.
follow
as you rip
that
it.
line, and yeah, it makes your life a lot easier.
Love it. I love it. I'm definitely gonna. I think that's a great way to create the jigs really quickly, and like it's just what a cool build that you're coming up with there as a result. I love that tower, Michael. I love kind of the what is it? The crenellations on top, the little almost it's looking sinister to me, or maybe elvish.
It's, well, to be honest, these little, it's kind of inspired by Osgiliath, which is the good guys.
Okay.
Like the towers that they have in Osgiliath. It's most of their towers are more square, but I didn't have a square hot chocolate pot, so.
Because obviously the hot chocolate pot was the integral part of the build.
It was the integral part. It is.
Yeah. I was just like, what can I use this for? And I think that, I think it'll come together. I mean, right now it's not looking too hot. It will get there, hopefully.
Well, it's looking good, brother. I'm digging it. I am digging it.
Yeah, I think that looks amazing.
What you got? Okay, so we got some questions coming in here, Benji. You up for a few questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's let some of the folks from the stream ask some questions, and you can ask Benji a question too. Okay.
I'm gonna start lasering.
Yeah, right. Start lasering, bro. Essex Boys is saying, do you game more? Do you craft a game or more just for pleasure, Benji?
Originally, it was entirely for pleasure. And then there's a group on Facebook called the Great British Hobbit League, and they've got a fantastic community on there. It's grown almost exponentially over the last few years. When I joined, there was maybe 2,000 people in it, and I think there's kind of 8,000 or 9,000 people now. So it's it has grown quite a lot. But there is quite a big tournament scene now. Tournament playing never really appealed to me whatsoever. But I went to a couple of tournaments, and I don't know whether it's just because it's Middle Earth or what, but people just take like their favourite armies, and regardless of how good they are, or if there's paint jobs that they're particularly proud of, people just take those sorts of they just take those sorts of armies with them, rather than being something that that not everybody's going with the most optimized list, or the best army. People might turn up with just their favourite heroes and a few troops. So it is just a much more welcoming, I guess, gaming community than you kind of sometimes hear about from other games. So once I started going to a few tournaments, and I was quite lucky because in Manchester where I live, there is quite a big scene. There's quite a lot of players, and there's just a lot of really nice people around. So it was a great way of meeting new people and finding, I guess, kind of commonality, and I guess finding like-minded people that live nearby. And I've made some absolutely fantastic friends through that community. So
there's Manchester, there's Manchester, the football, there's Manchester United, and then there's the Hobbit League.
Yeah, I think the Hobbit League is obviously the more important entity. But there's event. Well, pre-COVID there was events going on throughout the year. So pretty much every weekend there would be some sort of tournament going on somewhere in the country.
I don't remember.
And people are generally pretty, because at one stage it was a very niche game. It was almost dying out to some extent.
Interesting.
Because Games Workshop had almost removed the support for the game.
Oh no.
And they weren't really kind of doing much with it. Whereas all of a sudden now since I think it's 2018, there was a new edition of the game, and they started releasing new models, and there's some really cool new stuff that has come out, and that they're continuing to release. So it's a really cool game to be involved with. But back to the original question. Originally, it was purely for kind of crafting and kind of painting and things. Whereas now, I think it's a bit of a combination of both. I've got quite a few painted armies and things now, so I can pretty much play whatever army I want really. If I decide to go to a tournament, I can. Yeah, I've got a variety of armies that I can take to play with.
Brilliant.
Nice.
So, what is your favorite Middle Earth army, Benji?
Minas Tirith have always been my kind of stalwart favorite. They were the ones that I kind of came back playing. Faramir is one of my favorite characters from the books, not necessarily the films. I think they didn't necessarily do him the justice that he deserved in the books. In the films, but yeah, he's my favorite character. So I'm a bit of a Minas Tirith boy at heart.
Nice.
Rohan over here.
Rohan.
Or the dwarves.
Yeah, Rohan are a very close second. Close second.
I mean, I've only just. I think it was actually you who told me about the Great British Hobbit League.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think I suggested posting some of your videos in there.
Yeah,
because it's the sort of thing, although it is kind of gaming related, in all honesty, people could post anything Middle Earth related in there, and people are kind of all over it. People love it. So, even scenery builds which I think is what I suggested that you posted, or just like the shields and things that you made a few weeks ago as well. People love would love that sort of thing in there as well. So yeah, it's nice little community.
Yep.
Nice. That would be one if I were to get into another tabletop game. I think the Lord of the Rings, the Middle Earth one would be a fun one to get into, because then I'd get to paint up the army and start working on the army.
Yeah.
Like I think I would enjoy that tremendously. What's an army? It's a lot of soldiers is what it is, and it's a lot of money. Truthfully, what it means is it's a lot of money, son. That's what it means. That's what an army is.
Yeah. I think with Middle Earth as well, like the barrier to entry is a lot lower than it is in, let's say, Warhammer 40k or Warhammer Age of Sigmar. You can just get the Fellowship of the Ring box, and that will do you. You can play that as an army, and I think that's £25. I don't know how much it is over in the States, but it's not a huge investment, and it just means that you can start playing with as few as maybe 4 or 5 models. So the barrier to entry is very low on it, which is definitely a good thing. There's nothing that kind of frustrates me more than seeing games that are just incredibly expensive for people to start up with, because and especially when there is that encouragement for you to paint your army fully as well. That when you're painting 40, 50, 60 models,
that's a lot.
It's a lot of time investment, and I know I certainly haven't got that sort of time to invest unless I do that over maybe a year or so. It's not something that I could just sort of knock out in a weekend, or at least even if I could, it wouldn't be something that I would be happy with at the end of it.
You were saying 40 or 60, 50 or 60 figures is a lot of time investment. That's if you're not Elston. If you're Elston, then that's
Elston knocks that out in the morning.
Yeah, that's a 3 a.m. wake up call done by 1 p.m.
He's a special character as Elston, isn't he? He is. I have no idea how he manages to do that.
I don't know either. He's got his groove, that's for sure, and he knows how to work within that groove. It's just I absolutely love the way he paints. It doesn't seem like, when I think batch painting, I think not a lot of detail, but that's just not Elston. Elston's stuff is amazing.
He's got some of the, it's not. I'm going to say it's cheating. It's not cheating, but he uses tools that he's got at his disposal incredibly well. So like airbrushes and things like that. Especially on he was showing us his tank army. And that is that's a crazy army, that is. But you know, I'm not taking anything away from what he's done, but a lot of that's done with airbrush, and he uses it really well. I'm incredibly slow with an airbrush.
I feel like it would slow me down. I feel like I'd be slower too with an airbrush.
And even
aiming
when I'm
it, just like aiming it and
yeah.
getting it to where like using it accurately, I think would be a very big challenge.
I just got an airbrush.
Ooh, have you busted?
Yes, it arrived.
Yeah, it arrived this morning.
Ooh,
excellent.
Have you busted it out and messed with it yet, or?
No. It'd probably be a week or two before I actually even use it, to be honest.
Oh wow.
But yeah, very excited about it though.
Yeah, it's. I think you got the. Did you get the same model as I've got?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it was your advice that I took. Elston, he posted me one as well, but his was a little more expensive. And I mean, I don't need that. I mean, when am I going to use the high levels? I just need to get started. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly kind of what I got mine for. I don't really use mine for kind of any detail work as such. It is very much just to get some base coats down and to, you know, maybe do a bit of zenithal priming, and you know, it's kind of very I guess top line stuff really, nothing particularly fancy.
Yeah, but I am very, very excited to give it a try. And yeah, you and Elston, I'm definitely going to be hitting you guys up for some advice. Well, probably
Elston's definitely a man with to talk to about airbrushing. Like I've used mine a little bit, but I'm not amazing with it. But Elston's definitely a man on airbrushing.
Yeah.
Does Josh have an airbrush?
I don't think he does.
No, I don't think he does, because I actually saw on Facebook this morning.
He was asking for somebody if they could lend him an airbrush, I think, wasn't he?
Oh well, there you go.
Well, the thing is, I asked the same question about 3 days ago on Facebook, so I wonder if it's taking the piss out of me.
I'm thinking maybe I should start an airbrush rental service.
Oh, there you go.
There's definitely some sort of market there, I think.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Your local game shops should do that.
Yeah.
That would
be. I know my local gaming shop. They used to have like an airbrushing center there, so they had like a series of.
Oh, that's cool.
Airbrushes and things, and you could go and like you'd like rent the airbrushes off. The compressors were there, so you could obviously take your own airbrush and things. But I think they needed to make sure that people weren't just destroying the airbrushes by, you know, kind of running too much paint through them.
Sure.
Or, you know, just going a little bit over the top with them, really. But yeah, it was a really cool idea, though.
Do any of you out there in the chat that are watching with us here today, do any of you guys have an airbrush? Like, what are you a fan of the airbrush? If so, what kind? And do you use it for mini painting? Do you use it for your tabletop terrain? Let us know. Curious what you guys are using out there and what you like, or if you've been dreaming about an airbrush. What was the airbrush that you got, Michael, and that you have, Benji? Which one is it?
It's I'm not sure of the brand, but it's I've still got the airbrush, but I've upgraded. I've got another airbrush now to go with it. But it's one that you can find on eBay. I think it's about about £120? I think it was.
I see.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
that's not bad at all.
Well, I was shocked how heavy the whole thing is. It's got the compressors, obviously, got a bit of weight to it.
Yeah. Well, you've got the tank on it and things, which is good. You kind of get a little bit more of a consistent pressure coming out of it, rather than the compressor being working all the time. It can kind of switch on and off as and when it kind of needs to. Yeah, it's a cool piece of kit to have.
Getting in some text, getting in my.
Yes.
The one thing that I've always, because I've seen guys painting minis with airbrushes, and it always blows my mind the accuracy with which people can get with it.
Same here.
To me,
Yeah.
I mean, you're spraying, you're effectively just spraying paint, and I'm like,
yeah.
just
Well, I think when you have a play around with it, you'll kind of, you'll see the, the amount of, the tiny amount of pressure, but there is quite a steep learning curve with them that I found, and I'm still kind of on that curve, definitely. It's the amount of pressure you need, how much to thin your paint. There's just so many sort of factors with it. As I say, I'm not the best airbrusher. I think Elston's probably within that little group of YouTubers and things. I think he's probably the man in the know.
Yep. I think
about 50 minutes.
Say it again.
How long? I was just saying, how long have we got left? About 50 minutes.
I mean, yeah, give or take.
To be honest, I mean, it depends on you, Ben. I mean, like, if you're not in a hurry,
can go on for a little bit longer, perhaps.
Yeah, it's definitely. We don't have a hard out today, Ben. So like, there's
no worries.
If we go over another 15 to 20, it's not the end of the world. There's going to be some more time that I give everyone when I go look at the Discord, all the work on the Discord, to see everyone's works in progress and what they're sharing up in there. Always a blast to go over there and check that out. So we've got time. That actually, if we go over, Ben has shifted inside. He's like, I'm going inside, Dad.
Oh, bless him.
I was just like, okay. My wife just texted too. She's on her way home, so that's earlier than anticipated, which will be good. So that, like, a little extra time might be in the cards. I might actually be able to get pretty far along with my tower here. So.
Yeah, I was thinking I can actually probably get this done. It's
oh yeah, you can. Yours is a good build to accomplish in the stream. Yours is good. I'm curious. Is Danny back yet? I don't know if he's.
I can unmute.
Hey, how'd the printing go?
I haven't even looked at it yet.
Okay.
And I forgot to switch over my camera. I started working on a second thing.
Oh, cool. What are you working on?
I thought it would be cool to have like barricades or fences to go along with a watchtower.
Of course you did.
So we're gonna see if we can make that happen really quick.
I got a quick question. Colin.
Yes.
Can you look at my camera a wee minute?
Yeah, let me see here. Let me pull it up.
So does see this part here?
Yep.
I was originally just going to do stones the whole way around, but does that read it as like stucco plastering that's kind of...
So is it the stucco plastering that... So are the bricks... I think if you want to layer it to like the bricks are the underneath component, I would put a little pressure... Put a little bit more pressure or separation on the bricks to depress them a little bit more. I think that looks really good, Michael.
I think I'm actually just going to scrap that idea and I'm just going to do the bricks over the whole thing.
I mean, if you do, you're going to do the bricks over the whole thing?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the bricks look really good, brother.
Yeah.
I like them a lot. Drawing on bricks and all that texture is just killer. I love it. I have the other system, like these, the ones that I built a year ago, I built a modular system for those. Like I built walls and two gate entrances for these towers, for the milk carton towers. So basically you can have individual watchtowers, or you could build like a little keep. You could build like a little keep with it. It was kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like that one. That was a fun build. I'm like, things that will get utilized a lot, both collectively together, but also individually, the individual pieces. Let's see. Let me go back to the chat. Is there any other questions out there? You guys got any more questions for Benji? Let's see. Kev says, we got airbrush comments in here. Let's go. Let's see. Ranchu says, love the airbrush. Total game changer. Wow. It's IWATA HPCS had it about 1.5 years. So Ranchu Goldfish is a fan of the airbrush. Tina Martins, hashtag love that. Tina is a big fan of the airbrush. Essex boys have 2 airbrushes and spend more time cleaning it than using it.
Dual wielding.
Dual wielding. Love it. Let's see. Who else we got out there that is a fan of the airbrush? Let's see. That's Kev's got. I have an airbrush. I bought an Element Games set with an Iwata jet tube handle compressor. So Iwata seems to be a fan.
Yeah,
Iwata
fans seems to be.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you been cleaning since Ventura's tutorial on cleaning your airbrush? A cheap brand one, a Badger Patriot is the airbrush that Essex Boys is using. Question from... go ahead.
Badger do, I think every year they do like a birthday sale or something like that. Now, it takes them ages to send them out because I think they manufacture to order. But I think in the States in particular, I think you can pick up Badger
Pretty
pretty cheap. Mm.
I mean, if I use the airbrush, I have a feeling I would use it strictly for terrain. Because I quite like using just the brushes for the miniature painting.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think for terrain eventually down the road might be something that I look into. So I'm gonna have to look into that and keep my eye on that sale there, Benji, because if that's the case, and it was cheap.
I think they do it every year. I know it seems to come around sort of fairly often, and I know us in the UK seem to almost get left behind with it a little bit. So
well,
yeah, definitely something to look out for.
I'm gonna check that out. You got a question here from Kev at Immersive World Crafting. Is your hobby space still haunted, and what strange things have happened recently?
No, do you know what? It was really funny. Like, as soon as Halloween ended, that ghost just disappeared.
Yeah, weird.
It's really weird. Now,
really weird.
It's, I can't comment, because obviously it hasn't happened yet. But I think that it might be something, spooky that might happen this Halloween, just perhaps it might be just a thing that happens at Halloween.
Phasing of the moon and what have you.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
If I were a betting man, I would bet that there might be that it might be that something special around that time of year, huh?
All right, I got more lasering to do. I'm gonna shut up for a bit.
All right, laser away, my friend. Laser away. Let's see what else we have out there in the chat. So we see what their own airbrushes, hot wire tables. What some folks are excited about that I'll likely never own. Cross. That's just it. Cross is saying some stuff they probably never own, like the hot wire stuff and all that. Like, you don't need it either. You definitely don't need it.
It makes things quicker, but it's not necessarily a necessity.
Nope, not a necessity.
You can make some really cool stuff without it.
Yep. Let's see. Great British Hobbit League, Tina. We're talking about the Great British Hobbit League. Badger airbrush is still in packaging. Zane from Zane Morgan Crafts, his airbrush is still in his packaging. Of course it is. Get it out there. Yay, the stream is still on. What's up, Foam Family? Says Mini Mason. Mini Mason, Slovak, welcome to the stream. So lovely to have you. Of course the stream's going on. If you're just tuning in, of course you know who's here. We got Benji from Benji's Hobbies hanging out with us today. Very, very excited to have Benji here. Awesome. Oh yeah. Hey, so 15 viewers, only 8 likes. Don't forget to smash the like button out there, everyone. And if you're new to the stream and you haven't been here before, and you like hanging out, you like crafting, and you like to craft with other folks and connect with people from this amazing community and this amazing hobby, subscribe to the channel. Biggest way you can support me right now is just subscribe.
Subscribe to Benji's Hobbies.
Say again.
That would be
Also
amazing.
Subscribe to Benji's Hobbies.
Oh yeah, Benji's Hobbies, and then also there's this little known crafting channel that does some pretty amazing builds called Nat1 Videos that everyone should also subscribe to. That's a pretty good channel too, I hear.
Make some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. I definitely. I'm looking forward. I really look forward to those times of the week when new video and new stuff, when new content is released. It doesn't have to be every week, because I know there's quite a few other YouTubers that don't do stuff every week, and it's fine to not release stuff every week. Like, I love Neil from Real Terrain Hobbies, all that stuff that it's produced out. Oh man, I'm trying to think of I can't think of his name right now. Man, what is he? Is it Greg's? Is it? No. Shoot, I can't remember it. I'm losing the channel's name. I don't remember it. He did like a ruined building a while back.
You're saying a crafting channel who did a ruined building a while back?
I know. Yeah, yeah. Pull that out of your butt. Pull it out of your butt, Michael. Read my mind. Read my mind. A
ruined building? I don't know. Could be anyone.
Never heard of it. You're lies. You say, Colin, lies. No one's done a ruined building before. I'm trying to think of the channel. I don't know if he does weekly stuff or not, but I like. That one guy that does ruined buildings, I really like. Yes, love, you doing okay? Oh, well, what's wrong?
It's if you're hearing screaming, that's my daughter in the background.
What happened to your foot? You fell? Well, come out here and let me look at it. That's okay. Come out here and just mind your step. You'll be all right. Bring the injured foot out here to risk further injury. Let me look at it.
Just run out here.
Yeah. How's the Proxon look, honey? Does the Proxon look like it's in one piece? Does the Proxon look like it's okay?
What's the Proxon?
The thing that fell earlier. Oh, you did scuff it here. How'd you do that?
Ow!
Oh, you skinned it. It's peeled off a little bit of skin. How'd you do that? Jumping? That looks like a jumping thing that you get rug burn from a couch. Is that an accurate statement?
I won.
You were running?
Wow, reality is really seeping into my background right now.
Uh-oh.
I think we need to end the stream.
We're not going to end it yet, honey. We're still working on stuff.
Okay.
But can you stay out here with me? Just stay out here with me, hang out.
Yeah, but I have a problem with my screen.
Oh, you do? That's why you came out here, is because your tablet froze. Well, that's fine. Daddy can help with that. Is this a game? What is this?
It is a game. It's called Building Track Race.
Building track race? You build racetracks in it?
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
And you can race on your track.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
See, it's still frozen.
We'll try a different game, honey.
No, this is... I just downloaded it.
All right, well, let's do what the IT crowd would suggest, and let's turn it on and turn it off again. Oh.
Hi, Crazy Crafto. Look at my skinny.
Don't show your feet on the stream. No one wants to see your stinky feet. Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, Ben. Everyone here in the chat earlier was saying, "Oh, this was Ben. Your build didn't get this much praise yet, Benji, because it's not.
It's all right. Yeah.
Everyone was typing in the chat how much they liked your build. They liked it a lot. They liked your dice tower. Pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a cool dice tower. I like the paint job you chose. All right, let's see if that works, honey.
And now can I get my dice?
I don't know where your dice are.
Well, you need to.
I can't find them. I can't do it until after the stream, Bugaboo. Mama's on her way home, so Mama might be able to help you find the dice when she gets home. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious! When are we getting together and doing another stream with?
I was going to ask. It's been a while. I'm sure Luke said that he'd do the next one.
He
but
did.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how sober he was when he agreed to that.
It doesn't matter. We're going to hold him to it.
Yeah. Well, I keep mentioning it to him, and he's like, no. But yeah, we need to do that again.
He literally won't need to do anything. Like if he wants to host it on his thing, all he has to do is just set me as like an administrator, a moderator on his channel, and like I literally can run the stream for. He won't have to do a thing. He wouldn't have to do a thing if he wants to. All you need to do is give me the keys to your castle, Luke.
All I need is just the password to your account.
Yeah, just need the password to your account, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't even think it's that. But it's Stingy, huh? That's a good one. He skinned his the top side of his foot.
Actually, no.
What? Well, you did. Actually, you did, because you actually did. I'm looking at it. Are you denying reality?
No.
And so she's in your own.
Can you guys hear my daughter screaming in the background?
I cannot hear her. Is she screaming?
No,
oh,
I can't.
Poor love.
Okay, good.
Oh no.
She's having a meltdown in the other room with my wife.
Oh no. Oh no, honey. We had that the other day, huh? We had a rough night the other night, huh?
Why?
Well, because you were tired, honey. You were tired, that's why. When you're tired or hungry, it's like there's a story called Jekyll and Hyde, and you turn into Mr. Hyde. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How's it coming along? I'm over here just texturing my sides over here. It's kind of like the most lengthy part of this process is doing my stonework on the long sides of the watchtower here. What, love?
Let's see let's see it, Colin.
I mean, it's nowhere near ready to go. Well, I'll show it to you here in a second. Let's see. I mean, I've got the sides, right? So here's the box. Hold on. Oh, you can see it, but everyone else can't. Hold on. Let me get it to just a second. I can in a second, love. 1 second. So here, I've got 4 sides. I'm almost done with the third side texturing it, but I'll glue these up here onto the side. I think I've shown you this tower build before, but I'll glue the 4 sides onto here. I'll glue some wood floor on top, and then you take these little beams, texture them up, and then just use the hot knife, and then you can secure them to the corners, and then you just do whatever stone crenellations you want on top. It normally can be done very, very relatively quickly. You can assemble it. You could assemble this. If I didn't texture in and draw in the grout lines deeper, you could build one of these in 10 minutes. So.
Yep.
I just like Frankie D. Crafter's idea of taking, just like you did, Michael, with like whatever tin you have around, whatever milk cart, like it's a quick way because the structure's there, and then building around that is so much. I don't know. I just find it so much easier, a lot easier to do it. Much more challenging doing what Benji is doing, right? Just building it. You're just using your own. You've got some measurements, but you're winging it. You're winging it. You're winging it, mate. And it's looking. Well, I've just pulled it up here. It's looking quite fantastic, brother.
Yeah, I've just used a bit of modeling compound just to texture the base a little bit.
Oh, like that.
So I've just and then I've just realised that I was going to make some spikes to go into the ground, like around it, but I forgot to make any spikes. So I'm just sort of quickly trying to make some of these and stick them in the ground before it starts setting.
Perfect. Head on over to the Crazy Crafter Discord if you guys haven't done so already, and be sure to post your current works in progress from your guys' builds out there. We'll head on over and we'll take a look at that Discord in just a few minutes. Be sure to join the Discord if you have not done so already.
I'm not very good at Discord.
I mean, neither am I, Benji.
It's one of those that I keep forgetting to kind of go and check. I keep thinking, oh, I should join that Discord, and then I forget to go and check it out. And it's one of those things that it feels like it needs a lot of. It's great if you've got a bit of time to sort of chat with people, but often, on social media, it's just a case of just popping in and popping out, and
I mean
and then you miss half the conversation.
That's all right. I feel like the cool thing with the Discords that I think Michael and I have been enjoying is it's a little bit, it's a smaller community than like say the Tabletop Crafters Guild with like 37,000 people posting in it all the time. And it's I don't know, it's just it's great to see it up close in there, and then folks are sharing stuff in the tips and tricks. For mine, it's always when, like, I don't know, I try to take the pressure off of anything when it comes to the media. Like, it's always it's something, even if I'm not commenting on it every day, it's just lovely to take a little bit of time at the end of the day to go through and see what folks have shared within what they've been working on. It's just a really cool source of inspiration, and gives me a bunch of ideas, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dudes, I'm just gonna go and spray my watchtower just so I can start getting some paint.
Do it, spray it, brother. Do your thing.
I will need to get the hairdryer out in a minute because I'm nearly at painting stage.
Oh, I think I heard her there. Was that her?
And something's happened in the other room. I don't want to know right now.
Oh no!
So this, like, I've been looking after her all week, so it is my wife's turn. I don't feel guilty about this.
Dude, you don't have to. You don't have to explain that at all.
It looks like it's just me and you, Colin.
Is it just us? Everyone's left us. It's just us, huh? Well, I know Danny's probably lasering and cutting.
These guys with the screaming kids. I'm out of here.
I mean, mine's gone back inside to probably skin the top side of his other side of his foot.
There he is.
Now I'm just standing in a laser cutter.
Well, I must tell you, gentlemen, it is so lovely being back on the weekend stream here with you guys. I missed it.
Yeah,
I missed it last week. It was a big gaping hole, and I'm missed hanging out with you fine folks, and then also everyone else out there. So, thank you all for joining us again today. Happy to be here with you, streaming with you, hanging out, crafting. An absolute joy. That sounded like someone was uncorking whiskey.
Quite liking this build now.
I mean, I really like it, Michael. I liked it from the minute you showed me that initial jig. I was like, oh, that's gonna be fun.
You had me from hello.
You had me from check out my jig.
Take a look at my little jig.
That might have been a different response. Jeez. It turned it into a different stream.
It certainly did.
I mean, I wasn't intending anything bad by that. It's you who's done that in your own mind.
It's true. We're our own worst enemies here.
And don't play the innocent card. Don't play the innocent card. Oh, it's not me. It's all you, bro. It's all you, mate.
I'm just a guy asking questions.
Yeah, I'm just the guy. I'm just the guy creating the little jig for you to show you.
I'm just a guy standing in front of you guys asking to craft with me.
Where is that from? Where is that from? You're pulling that from somewhere.
It's Notting Hill. I'm just a girl standing.
Yeah, thank you, dude. There we go.
Okay, I've got a 19-second cut to do on my laser cutter because I forgot to do the floor. of my guard tower.
Oh, well, you should do that. You should.
So I'm gonna turn that on, and I'm not even gonna mute myself. I'm gonna ruin the stream for 25 seconds.
Ruin it
That's
for
what I'm gonna
25
do.
seconds. You're not ruining it. You're enhancing it.
I want everyone to know why
ASMR,
I don't play.
ASMR Glowforge sounds. ASMR Glowforge.
I'm actually curious what a Glowforge sounds like, so that's cool.
Ooh, it's like turning on. It's like sounds all science fiction over there. Glowforge activated. Welcome, Daniel West.
I have been doing like a lot of crafting recently, and I'm still nowhere near ready to release a video on what I'm currently working on.
Well, that's all right. You said this was a big one, right? This was a big build.
It's a big build in terms of not necessarily. I mean, it is a big build in terms of physical size, but it's just like a lot of elements going into it. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see it, and I know everyone else will be too. It's a lot. Those builds are challenging. I haven't really done any. I mean, I've never really built anything quite as epic on the scale that you and a lot of our other friends and colleagues have built, but I have worked on stuff for a long period of time, and it can be exhausting in itself. Just
every day, like I mean, for me, every day you got to motivate yourself just to get started. Once you got started, that's half the battle. Just getting started is half the battle. Like, if you can get started, then you're going to craft for the evening. You know what I mean?
Right. I like Benji's cutting mat. Benji's cutting mat is all encompassing there. That thing is massive. I love it.
What size is that, Benji? Is that A5?
It's 3 foot by 2 foot roughly. So 90 by 60. I had a slightly smaller one, but it's just nice to have, a single color when you're doing a build, like, here in front of you, rather than having sort of like the different colors.
Yep.
A little bit of worktop and things like that. And yeah, one thing that's really frustrating. I'll move my camera up now because I'm almost there. I'm just waiting for a few bits to dry. But yeah, there's a few bits that in my shed that are really frustrating at the moment. One of them is that I've not got quite enough counter space, and I'd like another sort of foot or so, and I just happen to have a piece of worktop that was going spare anyway, so that's what I'm using at the moment, but it's about a foot too short. So over on that side of the shed I've got space for about another foot or so.
Oh yeah, camera gone.
There it is, color bars. Benji,
It will
come
be
back.
nice. Oh, I'm back. It's fine.
There he is.
So I'll be able to have that little bit more space. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but actually it makes a huge difference when you just want to be able to push things out of the way and then have like a clear space in front of you.
It makes all the difference. I keep eyeballing. There's a desk that I want to get, but it's about $100, and I've spent so much money on the channel this year, and I'm like, I just am gonna wait a little bit longer. But I want to get it because right now I'm on my old. This table I've had for about 12 years, and it's an old folding table from a store. It's like $25, so it's a cheapo table, and it used to be my armory table when I started my weapons rental business. It used to be the table that I cleaned on before I had the garage and extra space, and so this thing is old, and it's certainly a bit smaller. So the table that I want, it's got some nice wood on it, and it looks all pretty. So like when you're looking down here at the stream, it's not only do you see the cutting mat, but you see some nice wood behind it. But
yeah,
all in due time.
Absolutely. Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's right.
As they say.
That's right. So
If you didn't have room to grow, there would be no point in continuing on.
Dude, all of the growth. It's still funny.
deep.
I like going back every now and again and watching the first time going live and doing a live stream is quite. If you want a hilarious road down memory lane, go ahead and check out those early live streams on this channel. I know we were talking about, like, you know, what content do we leave visible, and, like, do we leave older stuff up there that maybe is not quite as high as quality, but I kind of like having it up there. You get to see where it came, like, where it started.
See your progression.
You see where it started and where it is now. So, and where it'll be 6 months from now. So, that will be wild. What's one of the what's been one of the more challenging skills or techniques that you've acquired that took you a while to perfect, Benji, in the hobby?
And this might be a bit of a cliche answer. I don't think there's anything that I've really kind of like mastered. There's
Sure.
nothing that I think that I'm particularly amazing at, and I think there's room for growth on everything that I do. I don't think there's one thing that I am particularly good at, and I don't know if that's like a bit of a cliche answer, but
No, it's not. Luke, when he came on,
I
was like, "I'm perfect and I've mastered everything." So, I'm just kidding. He didn't say, he didn't say that. That's not a cliche at all.
But yeah, I definitely think that there is a lot of room for growth, and in everything I do. You know, I don't like my channel isn't like a painting channel, and you know, I definitely don't market my videos as like tutorials. And I think that there is that almost that expectation that everything that goes on YouTube is like a tutorial, because I think that's the sort of content that people have been used to for so long.
Sure.
But you know, that definitely isn't the case for my channel, at least. You know, the stuff that I put out is just stuff that I want to work on, that I kind of want to share with people, really. So yeah, I'm not a painting channel, I'm not a crafting channel, I'm not a terrain channel. It's just stuff that I'm working on, and I wouldn't say that I'm particularly good at any of it.
I mean,
I just kind of muddle along and do what I want to do.
Yeah, I think it's nonsense though about not being particularly good, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I think I think you, like with everything, and you know, you compare yourself to other people, and you know, I might be a slightly better painter than some people, but then then there's people that are 100 times better than I am, and I think that's just the same in any kind of walk of life, really, isn't it? You know, regardless of what industry you're in, or in your job at work, or generally, unless you're kind of one of the very, very few incredibly talented like athletes in the world, and I don't think there's anybody that can say that they're kind of the best in the world at anything, really.
Right.
That's just my view on it. But yeah, that's kind of how I kind of look at it, if that makes sense.
I think
I guess you're sort of talking about my painting and things. Is that what you were?
Yeah. That answers my question. That answers my question, Benji. 100%.
I think another way of like reframing that is like, what is a skill that is hobby related that maybe you thought you were terrible at, that you've discovered like the most growth in?
Definitely things like sort of terrain. Like, it's not something I'd done a huge amount of. I'd made sort of few bits here and there, but like again, it's nothing that takes a huge amount of effort or work or skill or anything, but it's just something that I'd never really done before. So when I started using like a lot of the Geek Gaming products and things, on a lot more sort of frequent basis, I think you kind of get a more of an appreciation, and I think that's where I've probably seen the growth since I started the channel in particular. Using those products and probably getting a bit more out of them than I had previously.
Sure. That's a great answer. I love that.
Is that a better
appreciate
answer?
Nobody is like the best at the thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we all have that growth mindset, which is sort of what we're all just experiencing here on the channel. But I know that there's definitely things that we are the least confident at. And it's nice to have that check-in moment and be like, oh, I don't suck at that. Like, I did it.
Actually, I tell you what, actually, the biggest change is nothing to do with crafting or anything like that. It's videography. Now, that is, you know, I said earlier that I was on a channel prior to kind of going on out on my own. And a lot of that was, you know, you just kind of point and shoot pretty much. You know, if you're doing something, you'd set up a single camera, you know, you record the whole thing, talk through it, and so there wouldn't be any kind of I guess what am I trying to say, there was you know, it didn't take much to put the video together, right,
no level of artistry, no thought to it, just
and yeah, so I think that you know, that's one thing that has, you know, I'm definitely sort of very proud of now on my channel in particular, is I think my videos look pretty good, you know, and I'm very happy with kind of how I've progressed. And you know, I guess people are, you know, again, there will be people out there that are a lot better at it than me, but sure. I think I've moved forward so much with that since I've started. You know, I look back at my, you know, videos from 6 months ago and see the change between then and now, and you know, there is a huge jump in quality. And you know, I guess it's just as you get to know your equipment a bit better and know what you can achieve and what's possible with, you know, the equipment that you've got. So yeah, I think that's definitely one of the areas where I've picked up a lot over the last 6 months.
It's great.
Well, that is definitely part of the hobby, 100%.
It is indeed.
It is an integral part of the hobby, especially if you're documenting it. You know, I think that's one of the things I like so much about the channel, Benji, is it is a little bit more traditional of a vlog, and your experience with this piece and sharing what it was like to build this, things that were inspiring within the build, things that were frustrating. I really enjoy that component of YouTube and all the material that's out there with other vloggers. Is, I don't know, I enjoy hearing about other people's journey, and that
I think the difficult thing is, you know, especially around sort of tutorials and stuff, again, there will always be something that comes along and say, oh well, you should have done it this way or should have done it that way. And you know, there are you know, possibly people out there that have already done those sorts of videos. So, you know, what will always be unique to me is my kind of take on a project or how I've done something, or, you know, every build will be unique and individual. And, you know, the processes that you go through to get to the finished article will be individual for everybody.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what I think what makes channels unique, rather than just, as I say, being a tutorial channel. It's yeah, kind of your thoughts, feelings, experiences, whilst building it.
Yep. Or
painting it, or whatever you're working on.
Or capturing paranormal activity.
Or capturing paranormal activity. Yeah, I've not seen that on another hobby channel, I must admit.
Nor I, brother, nor I. Silly. Love it.
Zane is making fun of my cutting mat, and you know, that hurts, but that's all right.
Why is he making fun of it? Is it
He
not
says
as dirty as
that's
his?
a tiny cutting mat that I have, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong. This is one of the cutting mats.
Use it.
I have. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And this is one of the cutting mats that I use when I do design work with my students at the high school. So I have like 40 of these, and like I periodically take one home and use it, and this one just hasn't made it back since quarantine. And when we're buying stuff that's going to be used for the students, we also have to just worry about how much room it takes up. So I would love nice big cutting mat, but then I would have to store 40 massive cutting mats. So that's the concern. So you use what you got is where I'm at. But you know what? stops blades from dinging up my desk. So
There art thou happy.
yeah, and yeah, if you you don't need to. I'm also cheap. You know what I mean? Like, my work table has slowly become more and more related to tabletop crafting over the last 6 months. Go figure. But it has this table has to serve lots and lots of functions over the course of my life. So, yeah, I have so much room for that. So
Weird that it's turned into a tabletop crafting station.
weird, right?
How did that happen?
I don't know. Some guy.
Some guy. Now you sound like a David Mamet play. Some guy. Some guy. Yeah, some guy. Oh yeah. We're gonna texture these up. Let's see. We'll give it 2 more minutes and then we'll head on over. 2 minutes Turkish, 2 minutes, and we'll head over to the Discord and check everything out. Michael, how's yours coming along there? 3 minutes. 3 minutes Turkish, 3 minutes. It was 3 minutes, 5 minutes ago. How's yours coming along there, Michael?
It's coming along. Getting there. I'm getting some flocking on the base now. I mean, bark flocking, pre-flocking, flocking, if you know what I mean.
Wow, a lot of flock happening over there.
Yep.
A lot of flocking.
You're gonna do the pre-flocking.
The pre-flocking. The flockity flock. The flockity flock. Yes, Benji, you're painting away. I see you painting away over there. I'm close to being able to glue on the sides of the stone walls here, and then I'm gonna go to work on the wood beams on the side. I'm not gonna get mine
painting's
painted.
happening today.
Yeah, painting isn't happening for me today. Not even Mod Podge is happening for me today, but I'm gonna try to get as far as I can. I'm just gonna
about finish this.
Oh yeah, I told you're. It's a good build.
He's a natural.
He is a natural.
Yeah.
You're a natural
Not sure about
crafting
that.
live
It's,
streamer.
Perhaps of just a sensible choice of project.
That is half the battle.
You would have thought that after this many attempts, we would be able to come up with sensible projects ourselves.
I mean,
And yet,
I feel like we all came up with good projects for the day.
Definitely, yeah.
I
And
would have.
all very, all within, I suppose that within one theme, but they are all incredibly different.
They are, and in all truth, like I helped on 2 projects today, so I got to do a dice tower, and I got to do this other tower. So
look at this guy flexing over here.
oh, me? Am I flexing?
Oh yeah, flexing.
Yeah, let me. Ooh la la! Let me flex the tower. Dude, this is awesome. I love his design because he tells me where to put everything. He's like, glue this here, please. So, his designs always, I love it. Like, I like the little awning that he made for the overhang here. I like the beams here. I like the
Man with a plan.
Yeah, I like his aesthetic and his choices in the craft. Let's see. What's popping off in the chat?
In the chat that is crafting along today. Is there anybody else building stuff or?
Yeah, let us know. What else is anyone else building? What you've been working on?
Maybe if maybe anyone working on a tower, be cool to see what they do if they put it in the thing. So there's my little update there.
Let's see it. Amazing. Hold on. Let me see it.
Dude. That's so cool.
Oh. That's absolutely fantastic.
I'm going to try and get it painted now. Not painted. Black Mod Podge.
The Black Mod Podge. Here is the Discord that is coming up. Let me put that
This thing I designed is not easy to put together.
Although I think Ben had the right idea with the black spray primer.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, huh?
What I did was I sprayed it all in black, and then whilst that's still wet, I went over it with a very light brown, and then with like a sand, like an incredibly light sort of just dust with like a sand color, and it's just done a lot of the shading work and stuff for me, so I don't need to use any washes or anything on it really. And then I've just given it a very light dry brush just on some of the edges with like a bone color, like a stony sort of color.
Love it.
And yeah, I just need to pick out some of the ropes and stuff, although actually I've dry brushed the ropes, they're looking okay. It's just the base that I need to wait for that to dry now.
I love that efficiency.
Yep.
Yeah, almost there. Almost there. So once this is dry, we'll start putting some fast drying basing glue down, and we're almost done. Yeah, it's the problem with working with foam is you can't use spray. Well, I guess you can, but you do run the risk of the whole project just melting.
I haven't experimented a whole lot, Benji, with once if I seal it, if I like put the Mod Podge sealant down on it, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't just sprayed it directly, and I know you can. You just gotta have like, it depends on, I think, a little bit of the brand, and also, you know, the big thing is the distance. Like, you know, if you get it,
you don't want it sort of straight on it.
Yeah, it'll. I mean, but you know, there's other times when that's gonna work for your build too. I think, like, if it's like if you're doing a big old ruined piece, then, you know, that's not gonna hurt it, I don't think. So it just depends. I need to do more of that. I need to do more spray paint experimentation for priming purposes, because man, will that will expedite the process very much so. Very, very much so. Will it expedite? Well, I don't have I've got this. What are you saying? Are you coming back out here? Do you want to check out my tower? You check out my tower? Actually, do you want to come sit down here and look at everyone else's work? Yeah. We're going to share everyone else's work here right now. Do you want to sit down and take a look at it with me? You can provide color commentary on it, okay? Okay. But all positive things. nothing like, I can do better than that.
I love the way that really sucks.
All right, let's head on over. Let's head on over to the Crazy Crafter Discord here, and let's check out everyone's work. What do you think, kiddo? Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness.
That looks good.
Oh, well, let's see. See, that's what we like to hear. This is Mini Mason. Time to work on the pile of shame. Wish me luck, he says. So this is Slavko's working on all of his miniatures that he hasn't painted. Ooh, these miniatures look fun. Where are these from? I don't know where these are from. These look really cool. These look like a ton of fun to paint.
Can we paint those too?
Not those specific times, but you have minis you can paint here, dude. Okay. Are you hissing at me? I'm being hissed at, gentlemen. I'm being hissed. Are you turning into one of these creatures that are in Slavko's army? I think you are.
No.
Yeah. Okay, those look great. I love how this is turning out. Oh, look. Whoa, look at that, Ben. What's that? What's that right there? What's on the edge of the blade?
A hook.
A hook? Kind of looks like a little bit of a hooked blade, but what's this green stuff?
I don't know.
It looks like blood to me. Blood from a creature.
Ew.
That looks cool. That looks great, Mini Mason. Oh, yeah. Look at this little rogue. This looks like a rogue meaning business.
Yeah, that looks double cool.
Double cool? I think it does look double cool. Love the highlights on all the robe and the fabric here. It looks really good.
Yeah, that's very, that's double That's 100,000,005. I like that.
100,000,005, everyone. You got 100,000,005 percentile from my son, Mini Mason. So boom, you can.
Better than that?
That is slightly above average.
Slightly above average.
I was going to say, you could probably retire now.
I want you to see my
Yeah, right.
track.
I will see your track in a little bit. Do you want to go get it? Go get it and bring it out here. Captain Pickle, Josh from the Pickle Jar, has posted his latest video, The Crimson Court, before sunrise. I haven't checked it out yet. I'm going to check it out as soon as we're done with the stream today. But I've seen the minis.
Really good.
Yeah, he's posted the minis in the Discord. Kind of gave us all a little sneak peek over here on the Crazy Crafter channel earlier in the week, and it's just smashing. They look absolutely killer. That's another, connecting with all these fantastic folks. Elston, Josh, like, I feel like my mini painting has definitely gone from kind of just like, oh, I'm okay with it, to I feel I'm definitely, I've noticed a difference and improvement in my mini painting since I've connected with all these folks. And Michael, you're spoiled rotten, and I know you know that because you've connected with them all early on before, like those were your that's like your tutorial. You started with Elston and Josh. It's so awesome.
It's like whenever I see someone who's good at something that I want to be good at, like I'm like, can we be friends? Like that's how you learn, man.
Yep.
Definitely.
Oh, this is great. That Reddit's popping. I'd be tempted to start painting my blood angels after watching this. Since the topic of today's Watchtower, here's one I did a while back. This is a really cool video. Carl from Carl Makes Stuff made an awesome Watchtower a while back. I remember watching this right before getting to know Carl's channel, when Michael introduced me to it for the first time. It's a great build. You guys should definitely head on over to this link, give it some love, and check it out. It's a great Watchtower build. But this is great, Carl. Thank you for sharing this. Love it. Love it. Yep, here's another angle from the side.
See my track's name?
Is this gonna play? Will it play this little thing? I don't know. Let's see what it does. Oh, we can. Yeah. I love Carl. I can listen to Carl's voice all day. I like Carl's voiceover.
Okay, he's got an accent. Can you do Carl from Carl Makes Stuff?
Who?
Dad.
You.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Crazy Crafter live stream. I am very happy to show you this badass build from Carl Makes Stuff. Here we go.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, there you go.
Daddy, I want
That's
to
my
see
Carl.
my name.
That's my Carl. Dude, this Watchtower build is absolutely excellent. You guys,
Daddy, I think
you're ready for me to see? Let me look at this, and we're almost done here, Bugaboo. We're almost done. What do you think of my tower? Is my tower looking good?
you missed it.
No, I didn't. Yours right there. I can still see it. Well done, Carl. Thank you for sharing this.
Did you hear a name?
Hold on.
Did you hear a name?
I didn't hear the name, sweetheart. I can hear it again soon, though. For instructors on how to make templates in Blender, you should work well less Zamorga's tutorial unless you do less work. Cheap and easy tricks, DIY, papercraft templates. Here's some papercraft templates that Carl is sharing up here as well. We've got some new tiles that are in the mix here. This is Sonder from 1d6 Crafting.
Myself.
Yes, Sonder. Do you see this? Look at Sonder and his son are crafting with each other. That's the way to do it, y'all.
That's 1d4 crafting damage, right?
That's 1d4 crafting damage. That's right. Oh, you're doing a good job in the race, kiddo. Keep going. Yeah, that is a proud daddy moment. Oh, good job, Sonder. Crafting with your kids is absolutely amazing. That is also one of my favorite videos that you've done, Michael. Is the one you did with your daughter a while back. When you guys were just painting, the one where she ended up eating Mod Podge.
Yeah.
but that's a really great video too. His Sonder's board here, his magnetic board here, is absolutely wicked. This is looking really cool.
Oh wow!
I love the different flagstone pattern with inside this little cross here.
This
really
looks
cool.
dangerous.
He's playing a racing game. He built a racetrack and now he's racing on it and he's loving it. He's digging it, as you can all hear. Look at this. Elston Nation finest finished is Imperial Guard, Death Corps of Krieg Army. This is half of what I finished this month. Look at that. This is from Elston. Just
Crazy.
an army. Just half the stuff that I painted this month. Good Lord, Elston.
Probably more minis than I've painted in my entire life.
Yeah,
I
right?
think he's got sickness.
Say again?
I think he's got a sickness.
And by sickness you
Definitely.
mean the mad skills with a Z?
Yeah.
Then yes.
That's exactly what I mean.
Dude,
Like a
this is
fever.
so cool. I don't want to play Warhammer. I just want to like build the models and paint them because I just like the way they look. They look so much fun, but that is a lot of money.
What?
Look at this. This is what Elston painted. Look at this, sweetheart.
Whoa.
Do you see all that? How many?
That's a real army.
Yeah. How many tanks do you see here?
Maybe 1,000.
Well, if it's Imperial Guard, it's about half as many as you need.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this. And here's the full army. Oh my. Why not? Look at that. Elston, this looks absolutely killer, brother. I love it.
Yeah, that looks the killer of stuff.
It looks like I'm killer as in it looks good, not as in it's going to. I mean it.
Look, well, I mean,
that's kind of what it does in game, so you're not wrong.
everything goes right.
Let's see. Here it is. Let's see what can be done in 2 hours. Oh yeah, here we go. Dramatra, Martin's in the house. He's building. He looks like a Pringles can that he's working on for today and during the stream. That looks
Nice.
fantastic. Love it. Let's see where it gets to. Post some stuff up. That's ridiculous. Yep, it is ridiculous. Says Bricksmith. 100%. Essex Boys, older crap, but this is one of my dice towers from the Blood Bowl Stadium.
Name.
It's your track's name? Slashing Claw? That's a cool name. Look at this Blood Bowl dice tower that Essex Boys created. This is super cool and orky. I like this for the Blood Bowl. That looks dope. Love that corrugated cardboard. It looks amazing once you paint it all up.
Yeah, I love that effect. It's really cool.
Yeah, that looks great. Fantastic, Essex Boys. Hashtag
Hi.
Latina.
I really like. I've been watching his videos a little bit. It's quite different to
Yes,
other channels as well. I quite like his videos.
I subbed the other day when he shared earlier in the week his Blood Bowl Stadium, but I haven't watched it yet. I've got to check it out. Hey, Mommy's home. Do you want to go in with Mommy?
Proper,
hang out with
proper,
I want.
proper English Essex boy.
A proper English Essex boy.
No, that was Partly Posh Ball.
This is Tina's latest work in progress. Windows for Days from Shifting Lands here.
Nice.
Tiny bricks in play here. This looks absolutely killer. Well done, Tina. Let's see what else we got. Do we have more pictures from Tina here? Yeah, we do. If you're ever looking to find like one of the better crafters, Benji, and you're like, oh, I'm like, she's right here on this Discord. Tina's work is absolutely killer. She did. She's the one.
Look.
She went on. I think the Mines of Moria diorama that she made was probably one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen built in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did
I'll
like
go and have a look.
the Mines of Moria, Benji. Like that's what she built with like.
That sounds insane.
It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. This is looking fantastic, Tina. Love the different textures here that you have in play, from the small bricks to this kind of stucco effect on the wall here. It's looking really good. Oh yeah, Amy Root was in the house yesterday. Zane Morgan hooked Amy Root up with some minis. Do we have a picture of the minis? You guys are actually showing the stone walls that you guys got to see for inspiration here. That's cool. But Zane printed out some minis from Amy wrote a play called A Pirate's Life for She during quarantine, and it's going to be produced at several universities and hopefully some theater companies around the country here in the coming months. And she's got some minis to paint up now, and perhaps some tiny swords to make for them. jealous that you got to go hang out and see each other yesterday. I'm so glad you guys got to get together. And Zane, you're a rock star for hooking Amy up with some minis. Here's Mini Mason's finished product from this first mini. This little mini looks great, Mini Mason. Oh yeah. Love the colors you got on here. Love that red. Pop of the red with the tail, the face. Oh yeah, the tiefling assassin. Yeah, I like the miniature. It's good design. Like the knife is kind of hidden behind the back there. Very, very cool. Well done, brother.
Well done.
More tiny bricks from Tina's build. Oh my goodness. Look at this. What is this going to be? This is going to be a roof on the top. Look at this bag of bricks over here, guys. This looks absolutely amazing. I love this. Let's see. Did we get Badman? Oh, this is AK Ranchu. This is Ranchu. Badman is Ranchu. Perfect. A little underhive bricolage. Look at this. This looks dope. Y'all are crafting away on a Saturday. This is good. Not a bad way to spend the Saturday. Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, wherever you may be.
A good day for crafting for me.
Yep. Up close looking.
That's looking awesome.
Yeah, this is looking cool. I like this. I like this one a lot. I love. Can't wait to see how this one comes up, Rancho. You're gonna have to keep posting pictures of this progress. I like the straws that you're using in here. This tubing, all that looks killer. For Benji. Oh Jesus! Here you go, Benji. Here it is. Here's the Moria diorama for you.
Oh, I've not got it up on my screen at the moment. It'll pop up here for you. We'll make sure we send it to you. We'll send it to you. I'm gonna send it. Yeah, definitely. Send it to me. So
I'm gonna capture it right now, and then I'll message it to you. You'll have it in about 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds, and you'll have it. This thing is nuts. All right, saved. I think it's saved. Image saved. Coming in hot, Benji. It's coming in hot to the group chat.
Awesome.
There it comes. There's Moria.
Oh wow. Jeez, that's huge.
It's huge, right? It's big.
That's amazing.
You can't see it, but the entrance, it doesn't do it justice, but the entrance to the mines with the door where you have to speak like it's got the monster out there in the water, but it also like the detail of the door and the entrance there is amazing. She's got some amazing OSL. Yeah, it's got lights, but then just looking at the OSL that she has over here from the lava and that portion looks absolutely amazing. Just an amazing build. Haven't seen that one in a minute. No stream work today. No paint, but it was all designed and built today. This is today's stream work.
Oh, yeah. I posted a picture of my thing.
Look at this. Oh, Danny, this came out great. Danny, this is dope.
I think useful for a bunch of different things, potentially. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a fun build. See, designed it all, printed it out, and it's ready to be ready to go. Ready to go.
Hit it with some black spray paint, and we'll go for it.
Then it's it's on like Donkey Kong. That looks fantastic. That looks absolutely smashing, y'all. You guys are doing some amazing work out there. Absolutely amazing work. Thank you all for sharing all that out there. That came out and turned out absolutely killer. Mine is still getting there. Michael's painting away on his. Benji, let's take a look at yours. Where did yours get to today, buddy?
Okay, let's have a quick look. Now my screen has disappeared for some reason, so let me know when you can actually see it.
I see it now. Do you guys see? I see it. It's there.
I see it.
I see you. You look great, and so does your build. Oh man.
So it needs a little bit more touching up on the bottom and just needing yeah, the spikes and stuff need a bit of painting, but
Can you hold
yeah,
it up?
overall,
Can you hold it up to the camera a little closer for us?
what I can do.
Oh,
Zoom
that! Look
you
at
in a little
that.
bit.
Let's do that.
Wow, the future is so cool.
So yeah,
Oh,
that's where I'm up to.
That's an amazing
Can you,
stage. You got that thing almost.
get a little
That's,
bit more.
Like,
you could throw that on the tabletop
ready.
now.
yeah.
How do you adjust the focus on it?
Oh,
It's-
I'm using a DSLR.
I see. I see.
So yeah. So yeah, that's about the right scale for. I guess I could use it for Rohan, or I can stick some Middle Earth orcs up here as well.
Oh
so
yeah.
here we go, just to finish the effect off.
Oh yeah. Now it's populated. Love it.
There we go. There we
Love
go.
it.
So yeah, I'm happy with that. I honestly didn't think I'd get that far in 2 hours, but yeah, I used there's modeling compound on the base, which was only just dry, and then the paint was only just dry over the top of that before I then put the glues and stuff down. So it might take a little while to dry. There's a lot of moisture in there, so I think I'm gonna have to leave it overnight now to
Sure.
fully dry.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm happy with that.
I mean, it's
good.
fantastic. It looks.
I'll pop some pictures up on Instagram and things later on.
Yeah, definitely post it up. We wanna see.
Minis on it,
see its
Benji.
evolution.
Benji,
Yeah,
stick some minis on it whenever you take your photos.
yeah, I will do.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that was a fantastic. That looks it's a great build, Benji, and well done. Well done for. Have you? It's always amazing for me and for everyone else. I think what you can do in 2 hours. You can build a lot.
Absolutely, yeah.
You can do a lot.
Especially
in
if
2
you're
hours.
kind of focused on it. It's I think you can get. I think it's very easy to procrastinate when you're not on a deadline and things. So I've not looked at my phone once. I've not checked my emails once. So yeah, when you've got that kind of crafting focus, you can get a lot done.
Yes, you can.
That's why I love this format. I love just like showing up here and like pushing myself every week to say like, can I get that done this
Yep.
week? I got close.
Yep.
But-
It's
Yeah.
it's well, again, amazing to me, Daniel, that you designed that through from the program and designing it, printed it out, assembled it, and put it together, and it's ready for paint is the next step. You're close to having that done, and it's quite impressive. Michael, let's see yours there, brother. Oh yeah.
That's cool, man.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Love that. Love all that. Oh, so cool. Dude, that floor on the inside looks good. That turned out quite nicely. Way to good
Solid.
job. Good job on the household for finishing up the chocolate and freeing up that tin today, because that worked out great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. The jig you created for the top side of the tower there turned out absolutely fantastic, and it looks.
I think I'm going to keep that.
Yeah,
and
you should.
I might make a taller one out of a Pringles can now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yep.
And make some walls to go between them then.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Love it. Make sure you put enough room on those walls for some archers.
I think I've made just realized with minis, I think I've made the inside and the top maybe a bit too tall, so it might need a bit of adjustment.
Hold on.
Because my
Well, you need a box?
Hold on, my son moved my build for me. He moved my build. I gotta grab my build real quick so I can show you where I got to. Hold on.
Nice Gimli reference there. Love it.
I'm here for you every once in a while. I'm here for you when I can be.
Would you like her a box, or shall I tell you what's going on?
So look
Or
at you
no,
getting
the other
that
way around.
verbatim.
No, it's the other way around. Actually, shall I tell you what's going on, or would you like me to find you a box?
I think I need to do a family movie night pretty darn soon and plow through those.
Definitely.
I mean, my family are literally sick to death of the Lord of the Rings.
I keep getting told off for having either the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit just playing continuously on loop.
Well, here's where I got to today. I finished it. It's all painted and done. Mine's done. So.
That's pretty awesome, Colin. Well done.
Not too
Yeah, well done.
Not too shabby. You liar.
Here's the old one. This is where I got to today. This is what it will look like.
Such an effective build,
That
though.
is pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is pretty. Like I'm telling you, the Frankie D, like just having the structure and then like the foam roller. I don't think I don't know what I don't know if I went back over with the pen or pencil with these or not. But like, I remember ripping these together it took me an afternoon to assemble these up. It took me longer to paint them because I took my time painting them. But these are it's just I don't know. Again, quick and easy. What can you do quickly? What can you do quickly and cheaply? Yeah. Fun
Cool.
build.
That was fun.
Fun build.
Good stream. I
Good
like
stream.
this one.
Good stream. Thank you so much, Benji, for joining us today, and bravo
Very
to you,
welcome. Very
bravo
welcome.
to you, good sir, for not only did you come up and change your design all throughout the day and last minute, but you executed it, and you've got it pretty much. I mean, tabletop ready by the end of the stream. Bravo, sir. That's a good day.
Absolutely, yeah. I was going to say, like, this can be added to my collection of terrain. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
I'm pleased.
I mean, that's part of the joy of it is the joy of for me, and the curse of this channel is so much tabletop terrain, but then it's very easy to pile up the stuff that hasn't been finished and leave it undone. I'm like, like paint it all up.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
it's go ahead.
I must admit, even the finished stuff does tend to get piled up as well. Like, you know, where do I put it, or what
Where
do
do
I
I
do
put
with
it all?
So, yeah.
It's the parting gift that this stream gives each featured guest is your newest set of tabletop terrain for your to enjoy and implement whenever you use it thusly in your next session. But
Sounds awesome.
Oh yeah. This has been a fantastic morning for me. Thank you, Michael, as always, for joining us. Thank you, Daniel West, for joining us, and many thanks. Special thank you to our sponsor of the Crazy Crafter live stream, Cantrip Coffee Roasters. If you are not familiar with Cantrip Coffee, you can find a link to the description down below in of this stream here. If you are here within the United States, it's soon, hopefully, international. The catapults take time to build, but once they're built, Cantrip will be launching stuff all over the world. But if you're a huge coffee fan and you want to take advantage of a great discount, head on over to Cantrip Coffee. Use Crazy Crafter 10 upon checkout. Take advantage of that discount. Thank you so much for that love and support. We appreciate it dearly. Derek and Cantrip Coffee, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next week. Benji, it's the first time on the stream, but certainly we hope not the last time. We're looking forward to having you back in the future.
If you'll have me back, I would love to come on.
We'll have you back all the time, brother. We'll have you back on again.
Sounds good.
And stay tuned next week for Benji's upcoming Fallout diorama, which is this coming week. Yeah.
And if you missed the end one.
And if you missed the end one,
go
100%,
as well.
go check that one out. And then you got to head over after you check Benji's out. You got to make sure you check out Luke's from Geek Gaming Scenics as well. Both really good builds, and you get to see just some fantastic techniques utilized on some really fun minis that you guys got to paint and work up. So cool. All right, y'all. Until the next time, I'll see you guys this coming Wednesday when I come back and I start. Should be back on the Stony Tankard this week to do a little more work on the giant inn on my end. But until then, be sure to craft your passion daily, and we'll see you all next week. Cheers, everyone.
See you later.